Hello, Brad Siebert here from Smail Acura in Greensburg, Pennsylvania.
And what's up, guys? This is Dan Medley from Smail Acura, and this is our new 2019 Acura MDX A Spec. We're gonna go on a test drive and grab some coffee. Come and join us. This is a fun test drive. You really just, okay, do you? All right, so we're starting our test drive in the new 2019 Acura MDX A Spec. We're gonna go get some coffee as well because I'm tired. So let's do this.
Early morning coffee, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Do it.
But so some of the differences in the 19 MDX A Spec. This is the very first A Spec in the MDX. This one's gonna be the black on red. So some of the things that you get inside of the A Spec are ventilated seats. You're gonna have more of a sports steering wheel as well as the sports pedals and a carbon fiber trim that's going around. As well as you can see, seats are red. One thing I really do like about this MDX though is with the Alcantara and the black that's on here, we'll show you a little bit later, but there's more of it. Instead of just being red seats in here, it has a little bit more of just red trim, which I like a lot. I don't know how you like it.
Honestly, it definitely spices up the vehicle a little bit.
Agreed. So is the carbon fiber. Actually looks really nice.
Yeah, it's...
So this is actually
like
our first MDX on our lot, and kind of the first time that we've been inside of it too. So we're kind of admiring everything and learning everything as well. Some of the things, there's red stitching on the steering wheel as well as the red stitching right here as on the seats. I think it actually spices it up a lot too. Yeah, you got a green light.
I'm driving.
Jeez.
Look at all the red stitching.
We need a new driver here. But yeah, so definitely looks really nice. So those are some of the big features, as well as the sports gauges. You're gonna have the red gauges over here.
The red gauges are my side.
What's that?
They're on my side.
Yeah, I pointed to your side. So one of the things here, electronic gear shifter that we have, definitely when we go on to test drives and we show that, that's the very first thing people notice. They try to go reach and there's no gear shifter there. So with the electronic gear shifter, it's pretty cool. So we have park, reverse, going backwards there, neutral, drive, and sport right here, as well as dynamic mode, and then our idle, stop, and start. With our dynamic modes, we have 3 different ones on there. They're gonna pop up on the display right here. So you can go to different ones. It has, correct me if I'm wrong, it's comfort, normal, and sport. It's kind of cool. The comfort is more like your highway driving, save a little bit of gas, a little bit of a lighter feel. You go to normal, kind of your day-to-day driving. Then you go to sport, and we got a Corvette right here that we would race in sport. We would smoke that Corvette, no problem.
Not an issue.
Yep, no problem in this vehicle.
One thing I wanted to touch base on with Dan going over the push-button gear shifter. One thing you don't have to worry about with that though is if you have a dog that, you know what I mean, goes around the vehicle, you have kids, you know what I mean, you don't want them to bump the gear shifter, of course, as you're driving down the road. It does have a fail-safe. You're not going to sit there and smash it into park. We're going 60 down the highway. You're not going to smash it into reverse going 70. I mean, it does have a fail-safe feature involved, so you can't just, you know what I mean, rip it out of gear.
We have 2 different screens here. Our top one is going to be more of our navigation phone info, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto up there, as well as our touchscreen audio right here, as well as our weather controls. All of this right here will control the top, while this is all touchscreen and push button right here. I personally love the 2 screens. That's just my feel, especially how our navigation is deep in. You're not going to get the glare that comes onto there.
I'm going to click this main button here. 2 things are going to pop up right here, right between the RPM gauge and speedometer. It's going to be ACC, LKAS. ACC is your adaptive cruise control, and LKAS is your lane keep assist system. Now, if I want to activate my cruise control, just like any standard cruise control, I just use the button right here to set it. You know what I mean? Speed up, slow down, resume, cancel. Everything's right there for you. But this button down here, you're going to see lines pop up. 4 lines. The shorter the lines, down to 1. The closer you are to the car in front of you as it works. Same thing with what's going to come standard on every MDX now in the 2019 model.
How to not go over a line, like you're going over that line?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so okay. Well, as you see, you know what I mean, going over the line over here on the right side of the road. Now all I got to do is avoid me from doing that from now on. Your lane keep assist system. I click that button there. You're going to see it's wide open lines right now, and they just became solid. Now, what I can actually do is I'm driving down the road. I'm gonna let go of the steering wheel. You can watch this thing take me around this turn right here. If I do this for a long period of time, it is gonna yell at me to drive. But with that safety feature, it's actually gonna hold you within the lane to avoid more accidents, avoid more, like, you know what I mean, side collisions and everything on the highway.
And one of the things I like to tell people is it's not a self-driving car. It is a safety feature. So you're not going to be driving everywhere you go using that hands off the wheel. It's you go on a long trip, you're on the highway. Everyone gets tired going on a long drive, and something were to happen, your hands come off the wheel, it's still going to keep you in the lane, then it's going to start beeping at you to tell you to put your hands back on. So it is a safety feature, not a self-driving car. Those features, you must be going 45 miles an hour or up. Now the adaptive cruise control will take you under, but you must set those at 45 miles an hour and up. So it's not something you're going to be using, obviously, going around the city. But, so what's next? What else are we going to go through? Blind spot. So, our blind spots. We do have blind spot, which will be on the tech package and up.
You're about to see someone come up to our left right now.
Come up to the left, you'll see that this orange light will pop up. That is that someone is in your blind spot. Now, if someone's come up on our left side and we have our turn signal on, it's then going to beep at us and let us know if somebody's there. But one of the things in the MDX and just Acuras in general is you don't have a huge blind spot. You do have a ton of vision when it comes to the vehicles. That's one of the things people give us props on. Boom, right there, just beep because he turned his turn signal on and we had this giant FedEx truck right here. This has Apple CarPlay, which is the smartphone button right here, or Android Auto. I have an iPhone. I absolutely love the Apple CarPlay. So you can use Siri inside of here. You can do a ton of different things. Listen to Spotify, your music, your own navigation up there. It's just a ton of different things that you can do.
All right, coffee time.
Right, let's get some coffee. Wonder if they'll like my fuzzy microphone. Would you like to talk into my microphone?
All right, can I just get 2 large caramel macchiatos?
Anything else?
That's it.
You really just copied me.
Thank you.
There's the Dan Medley.
Oh, Dan Medley special. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
There you are.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
You have a better day. But yes, so we do get a lot of feedback that we are very non-pressure when it comes to buying. We create a great atmosphere and a great experience when purchasing a vehicle.
One thing is, since we're family owned, that really helps the cause as well. I mean, we're not corporation based. We actually have Smails on, you know what I mean, on site.
Back here, you actually get your own AC. You get your own weather controls back there, which is very cool. Just so they can have their own temperature here. Back there, I can have my own temperature here and here. But at the same time, on here, I can adjust their temperature, the speed, all that, as well as I can lock it from up here just in case you got a kid that's messing with something back there too much, not listening, because, you know, kids listen all the time. But yeah, so, I mean, you don't really get to hear too much of the outside noise in here. I'm not really hearing the road too much.
The one thing is with the A Spec package, though, is that you are going to get a little more of the engine noise out of it. It's built to do that. It's built for the engine noise.
The warranty for in Acura is actually a 4-year, 50,000 bumper to bumper, as well as a 6-year, 70,000 powertrain. Am I correct?
You're correct.
Thank you, I appreciate it. So that is the warranty for the Acura. So obviously, when we put these warranties on them, we're showing the quality of our vehicle by putting a little bit longer warranty than some vehicles. You know, and also being a Honda product, just Acuras last forever, as well as very inexpensive to repair. Was one of the things I've really noticed.
A big thing me and Dan run into every day even is people come in these 2004, 2005 Acuras, and they don't even want to switch up because their vehicle's running so well. I mean, we run into that every day, all day long.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, I got 200,000 miles. I'm good, and there's no issues with it. Which maybe as a salesman isn't great because we're not selling as many cars because people are staying in them. But that's right. What Acura is. They last a very long time, a very quality product. Which, in my opinion, I find that Acura is a very underrated car.
So one thing is, I'm behind the wheel of this Acura right now. One thing I can tell you is, I mean, these new Alcantara seats, which comes with the A Spec model, I mean, they support you a lot better, you know what I mean, than the premium seats in a lot of other vehicles. It does have a voice control setting right over here on the left side of the steering wheel, so you can do voice control. You can put in navigation voice control. You can do phone voice control. I mean, you can do pretty much everything on this vehicle, voice control, climate control, everything. Phone calls when your phone's hooked up. I mean, it's endless possibilities.
Here,
standard.
We have a sunroof, moonroof as they call it now, and it does come standard on every line. Very simple. You have your tilt that you can do right here. We can open this bad boy up, let the sun in. I can work on my tan because I'm very pale. Yeah, I need to start going to the tanning salon here soon. One push button to close the bad boy up, and then also a shade as well. So does come standard on all the packages. So we actually just passed an accident. So just speaking of that, this is a overall 5-star rated vehicle. So very, very safe and comfortable for, you know, if you have kids, I mean, just for yourself, but if you have kids or anything like that and want a safe vehicle, this is definitely a 5-star rating. As well as Acuras hold their value very, very well. All right, so we are going to show you our backup camera. So as you can see, we got the guidelines on here. As he turns the wheel, go ahead and turn the wheel. You're going to see that that's going to turn as well. When it's yellow, you know it's going straight. Once he hits this button, we're going to change the view. We got 3 different beautiful views on here. This one right here is obviously looking up and down, which I think is awesome.
It's actually your bumper right there on the bottom of the screen. So.
And then one thing that's pretty cool here too is if there's cars coming from the sides, it'll beep at you, let you know someone's coming from the side as well. So
not only cars, people even. You're gonna see lines will pop up as Dan's walking by. Then you see the cross traffic as well pop up with the arrows pointing. So that's the 2 different features, you know what I mean, it's gonna have. So you don't hit anyone, you'll pick up the vehicles coming, and also sense how close you are to even if you're parking against a wall, another vehicle, anything of that nature as well. So that was our ride along in the brand new 2019 MDX A Spec. Hope you enjoyed the video just as much as we're enjoying these coffees right now.
And also, guys, make sure to check us out at SmailAcura.com or right off Route 30 just past the mall. Come down, check us out, buy some vehicles.